Hello, everybody. In this session, we are talking about what is economics. Economics is about making choices. Economics is not just about money, it is about weighing different choices or alternatives. Some of those important choices involve money, but most do not. Economics is one of the social sciences. Any society has to address the problem of how and what to produce for its material survival, and how goods and services which are produced should be distributed among its population. Economists explore how people and institutions behave and function when producing, exchanging, and using goods and services. The main motivation is to find mechanisms which encourage efficiency in the production and use of material goods and resources, while at the same time producing a pattern of income distribution which society finds acceptable. Calling economics a social science also reflects the way economists analyze problems, in that economists aim to develop theories of human behavior and test them against the facts. These theories are summarized in economic models which define the relationships between variables which we believe best explain the events we observe. An important part of the work of an economist is collecting and analyzing observations about economic phenomena like prices, employment, costs, gross domestic product, etc. The art of the economist is to blend together theory, data, and statistical techniques to arrive at a new understanding of economic problems, or to make policy recommendations which hopefully will improve the welfare and living standards of our society. A fundamental feature of the world we live in is scarcity. We cannot, all of us, have all of the things we would like all of the time. We are forced to make choices. Economists studies especially the way society organizes itself to make choice about what goods and services to produce versus how many houses or how many haircuts. And then we move to key terms in economics. Terms 1, microeconomics. The analysis of particular markets, such as those for medical care, communication, pollution permits, and higher education. Terms 2, macroeconomics, the branch of economics that focuses on the behavior of an economy as a whole. Microeconomics study the determinants of aggregate output like gross domestic product, inflation, and employment, and the balance of payments, again with an eye to identifying how changes in the setting might improve overall economic stability and growth. And terms 3, econometrics, the branch of economics concerned with the use of mathematical methods, especially statistics, in describing economic system. And then we move to economies at scale. An advantageous situation, especially in which companies can lower their costs by increasing production, is called economics of scale. It happens when the business resources are used to the fullest, or simply put, efficiently. The cost per unit decreases by increasing the production because the price is spread over more units. For instance, if the rent of a factory is fixed no matter the number of goods produced, then the production of more goods would mean the cost of goods per unit will be less. The scale of the business does play an essential role in how much of this efficiency can be achieved. Large-scale companies would have more efficiency in comparison to smaller-scale ones. This explains why small businesses sell the same goods as larger companies at a higher price. And then what are economic indicators? Economic indicators details a country's economic performance. Published periodically by governmental agencies or private organizations, economic indicators often have a considerable effect on stocks, employment, and international markets. They may predict future economic conditions that will move and more market and guide investment decisions. Indicator 1, Gross Domestic Product, GDP. The gross domestic product is considered the broadest measure of a country's economic performance. It calculates the total market value of all finished goods and services produced in a country in a given year. And then indicator 2, industrial production, and then third, employment data, and the fourth is consumer price index, or CPI. And then economic system. System 1, primitivism. In primitive agrarian societies, individuals produce necessities from building dwellings, growing crops, and hunting game at the household or tribal level. The second, feudalism. Political and economic systems of Europe from the 9th to 15th century. Feudalism was defined by the lords who had land and leased it to peasants for production, who received a promise of safety and security from the Lord. And the third, capitalism. With the advent of the Industrial Revolution, capitalism emerged and is defined as a system of production where business owners organize resources, including tools, workers, and new material, to produce goods for market consumption and earn profits. Supply and demand set prices in markets in a way that can serve the best interest of society. And then the fourth, socialism. Socialism is a form of a cooperative production economy. Economic socialism is a system of production in which there is limited or hybrid private ownership of the means of production. Prices, profits, and losses are not the determining factors used to establish who engages in the production, what to produce, and how to produce it. And fifth, communism. Communism holds that all economic activity is centralized through the coordination of state-sponsored control planners with common ownership of production and distribution. I think that's enough for this session. Thanks for watching, and don't forget give this channel with your like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.